The market doesn't need you to act more. It needs you to avoid making mistakes too early. I've had big wins, and I've lost almost everything, not because I didn't know how to analyze, but because I traded faster than my own capacity to endure. This video is not for people chasing signals. It's for traders who want to live correctly, survive long enough, and not be swallowed by the market. I used to think I was good. There were nights when I made thousands of dollars in just a few hours, and I believed that was skill. Until one day, my account was almost wiped out. One sharp reversal, one unexpected news release, one decision made too fast, and one stupid market order that I placed without hesitation. That day, I wasn't angry at the market. I was angry at myself. Because I knew the mistake started long before the trade. It started in my preparation. The next morning, I sat alone by the beach. No charts, no telegram, just the wind moving gently across the water and a bitter cup of coffee in my hand. For the first time in years of trading, I wasn't thinking about entries, not supply and demand zones, not strategies. I was thinking about myself. I realized I had been moving too fast, and worse, I had been moving in the wrong direction for a long time. I started replaying my trades, the rushed entries, the FOMO trades, just afraid of missing the move. The market orders placed simply because price started running and I didn't want to be left behind. I kept telling myself, if I don't enter, I'll regret it. If I don't enter, I won't make money. But then I understood something painful. Entering at the wrong time, even if you make money, it's only temporary. But when you lose your mind. So I tried something different. I placed limit orders, and I turned the screen off. The first few days, I almost went crazy. I felt like I was missing opportunities. I kept checking price, anxious, restless, regretful, afraid. But slowly, I got used to it. I learned how to wait. Limit orders taught me how to stay out while still being intentional. They taught me to plan first, then step away and let the market come to me. I realized limit orders are not about catching bottoms or selling tops. They are about protecting myself from my own impulses. They are my way of telling the market, this is the level I want. If price comes back, I'm here. If it doesn't, I won't chase. Like someone who knows his own value, he doesn't chase, he waits for the right moment, the right opportunity. And if it never comes, he's still fine. 1 week later, I placed 5 limit orders. 3 were never filled. 1 hit stop loss, and 1 reached full R in just a few hours. I didn't feel like I won. I felt aligned. Aligned with my plan, aligned with my mindset, aligned with the thinking of someone finally stepping out of impatience. That was when I truly understood trading is not a battle to win every trade. It's a long process of winning against yourself. I don't need to trade more. I need to live slower and only trade when the moment truly comes. The first limit order I placed and didn't touch the screen all day was not a financial win. It was a mental one. For the first time, I felt in control of the market. Not because I controlled it, but because I stopped letting it control me. I don't need to win every day. I don't need to trade when it feels right. I just need to not die every day. And for me, that was the real beginning of trading. I usually plan my trades on the weekend. On Monday morning, the first thing I do is not looking for entries, but stepping back to see the bigger picture. The H4 timeframe is the backbone of the market for me. It tells me where the main direction is leaning, which supply and demand zones have already been broken, and where price truly reversed in the past. Only after that do I zoom in, not to find more signals, but to observe how the market reacts. Does price get pushed down aggressively? Do pullbacks start to weaken? Is there any sign that selling pressure is drying up while buying is quietly absorbing? I don't cover my chart with lines. I choose only one zone, a place where if price comes back, I'm willing to wait. Once that zone is defined, I drop to M15, not to watch every candle, but to place a precise limit order. I don't enter with market orders anymore. I don't jump into the middle of the flow. I wait for price to retrace into the zone, wait for volume to fade, wait for the market to show fatigue right near the upper or lower boundary. I often think of my limit orders as traps already set. The bait doesn't need to be attractive. It just needs to be placed where price has no choice but to pass. Then I step away. No screen watching, no anxiety, no forcing the market to follow my will. On average, I place only 3 to 5 trades a week. Some weeks, just one single trade. And strangely enough, my win rate keeps improving over time. Not because I got smarter, but because I got better at waiting. I remember one trade on gold. Price broke a support on H1 and came back for a very shallow retest. I placed a limit order right at that level. On M15, there was a long lower wick. Volume returned, but without any explosion. I placed the order and went to eat. 2 hours later, my phone notified me the order was filled. I didn't even look at the chart again. That was when I realized I was no longer using my hands to trade. The decision had already been made. The market was simply doing the rest. From that point on, trading stopped being a struggle. It became a rhythm. I observe, I plan, I set the trap, and when the market moves, I return to my life. Some days I place an order and then write. Some days, while typing a few lines, my phone notifies me the order is filled, and I feel no stress. If it fills, it's according to plan. If it doesn't, I lose nothing. No chasing, no regret, no emotional tension. I don't want to be a trader who constantly has to sell ideas to himself. I just want to be someone who survives long enough in a market that favors no one. If you see yourself somewhere in this story, remember this. H4 is the map, H1 is the road, and M15 is where you place your first step. Step correctly, and the whole journey opens itself. I used to think trading more meant being more professional, staying up late, entering and exiting constantly, always being in the market. But eventually, I realized I didn't lack knowledge. I was addicted to action. Entering trades is addictive. Even when you lose, it still gives you the feeling that you're doing something. Until I started cutting down my trades, from 10 a week to 5, then 3, some weeks only 1. And something strange happened. The account grew slower, but stronger. My mind felt lighter. No more regret about I should have taken more trades. That's when I knew I was no longer trading to feel alive. I was trading to live correctly.
I no longer feel FOMO when price starts running. No more sleepless nights over meaningless pullbacks that drag a trade against me. My life returned to a normal rhythm. And that was when I understood something very simple. The market doesn't reward those who act more. It rewards those who know how to wait. The fewer trades I take, the clearer I see. The less I do, the calmer my mind becomes. And when a real opportunity appears, I'm no longer rushing. I'm ready. Like an archer, he doesn't shoot constantly. He holds the string, controls his breath, and releases a single arrow only when everything is aligned. I also stopped trying to understand everything at once. Before, I carried too many markets: gold, URUSD, GBPUSD, AUDUSD, Bitcoin. Every chart looked like an opportunity. Now, it doesn't. I keep only what I truly understand: gold and one major currency pair. I don't chase markets. I choose my battlefield and stand still there. By doing that, I started reading price behavior more clearly. I can tell when the market is just performing and when real money is actually stepping in. From that point on, trading stopped being a chase. It became a way of living. Morning, planning. Daytime, living life. Evening, reading, walking, or simply resting. Trading takes up only a small part of my day, yet it brings most of the stability. The market no longer drags me around. I live first. Trading is just a tool, not a chain. I also turned down offers for copy trading, signals, or managed accounts, because I understand this: trading is a personal journey. Making money is not as hard as keeping a clear mind, and I chose to slow down. There was a time I thought making a lot of money was what freedom meant. Now I understand the opposite. Freedom in the mind is what allows me to trade better and live lighter. As I traded less, I had time to read philosophy, behavioral psychology. I reread old journal entries, the days I blew accounts, the moments I collapsed in front of the charts. Then I started writing, not to teach anyone, just to understand myself again. I wrote about things traders rarely talk about: the guilt of winning by luck, the emptiness after a big loss, and the strange peace of a week without trading while the account stays intact. That's when I truly began to live, no longer waiting for the next candle. In the morning, I exercise. Sometimes I go fishing. I cook simple meals. I brew a cup of coffee, sit by the window, and read what I've written. The market keeps moving. Charts keep changing, but my mind has settled somewhere else. People often ask me, why don't you open a course? Why not sell signals or managed accounts? I just smile, because the most valuable thing I have is not perfect entries, but the calm state of mind when facing every wave. I don't want to become anyone else. I just want to live correctly, and if possible, share correctly. Quiet trading was never meant to be a brand. It is a journal told through voice, a place where I talk about things a trader should have learned very early, but almost no one ever tells you. How to fail without losing faith, how to stand back up without needing applause, and how to quietly take control of your life through a few small but conscious decisions. If you're still chasing every trade, if you're living in days of confusion with no way out, then maybe it's time to stop. Not to quit, but to slow down. Trading can help you make money, but living correctly is what allows you to trade for the long run. If you see yourself somewhere in these lines, stay with me. Quiet trading still has many stories to tell, and maybe in one of those videos, you'll see yourself. I once believed that if I became good enough at trading, wealth would naturally follow. But after many years, I realized a very clear truth. Trading is speculation. It does not create assets on its own. It's like hunting. You have to catch something every day just to eat. There's nothing wrong with that, but if you only live off today's catch, you'll always be a hunter, never the owner of the land. There was a time my trading account kept growing, but my real-life wallet didn't feel any heavier. That's when I realized money from trading comes easily and disappears just as easily. Because when you earn money in a state of excitement, you also spend it on instinct. You increase position size, you trade bigger, you want faster results, and that's usually when the market takes everything back. So I started doing something very simple. Every month, I withdraw 30% of my profits from the trading account, not to spend, not to show off, just to build assets. I use that money to buy physical gold, index funds, and to invest steadily in foreign stock markets. More recently, I invested in a small organic farm with an old friend. I call this the difference between two types of money: hunting money, earned today, consumed today, and planting money, slower but growing quietly over time. There are weeks when the market goes sideways and I place no trades at all, yet I still feel at ease because I know my assets outside the market are still growing. I no longer trade under the pressure of, I must make money this week. I trade only when a real opportunity appears, and that's when you trade with your mind, not with emotion. Many people say trading brings freedom. I see it differently. Trading is just a tool. Whether you're free or not depends on what you use that tool for. You can dig a well and have water for years, or you can dig your own grave if you use it the wrong way.
Don't let trading become the place where you drown. Turn it into a capital-building tool and use that cash flow to build real asset doors outside the charts. I know, this isn't cool. It's not as exciting as violent wins, not as thrilling as catching bottoms or selling tops, but it's the only path that doesn't require you to trade your entire life away, so that one day you can sit on your porch, holding a warm cup of tea, watch the market move violently while your assets quietly keep growing. There was a time I believed a 1 to 10 trade was greatness, that doubling an account in a month was an achievement. I thought if I could repeat that a few times, I'd be a winner. But then I realized something very clearly. 100% month means very little if the year after there's nothing left to measure. Real value is not on the chart, not in the trading account. It lives in things that keep growing even when you do nothing. A piece of land silently appreciating over time, a stock portfolio paying steady dividends, a business system that doesn't require your presence every day, a cash flow like an underground stream, slow but persistent. Trading can help you make money, but without an investor's mindset, you'll always remain a financial laborer, working trade to trade, living on adrenaline. I've seen many friends win big in crypto, 2x, 3x in a short time, and in the end, they lost everything. Not because they were stupid, but because every dollar they made went straight back into the market without any transformation. From that point on, I split my cash flow into 3 clear parts. The first, reinvest into trading, only with capital I'm fully prepared to lose. The second, convert into real assets, gold, ETFs, long-term stocks, or partnerships in things I truly understand. The third, use to live, but live simply, slowly, and with intention. Over time, I realized a simple truth. Trading is a high-risk profession, so it must feed the safest places. If trading is your only source of income, you are not rich. You're hanging yourself on a single rope. I once read a powerful line: "The wealthy don't chase money, they build systems that allow money to come to them."
And I asked myself, if I stop trading for 1 or 2 years, will anything still generate income for me? If the answer is no, then I'm trapped inside the very profession I chose. But if the answer is yes, that's when freedom begins, like a hunter who survived brutal forests. One day, he chooses to build a farm, not because he became weaker, but because he became wiser. You can be a great trader, but you are only truly free when the money you earn no longer demands payment in time or in heartbeats. You can start with a $100 account. Just don't let the ending be that you are only a trader. Let the ending be that you become an investor who truly understands himself, knowing when to act and knowing when to stand still, like a river that has passed the flood season, now calm but deep. If you see yourself in what you've just heard, perhaps you should keep walking with me. There are no shortcut trades here, no instant profit signals, only the real process of growing up as a trader who chooses to live correctly and survive long enough in the market. I once believed that if I could make money from trading, my life would change. I was right, but only halfway. The other half caught me by surprise, because in the end, trading is only a short-term money tool. It doesn't give you a meaningful life. It doesn't give you a peaceful mind. And it certainly doesn't give you freedom if you stay trapped in the cycle of win, lose, hold, pay the price. What truly shaped me was what I did after the money came. The assets I quietly built outside the charts are what created lasting wealth. And then I understood something clearly. Trading is not everything. It's only a small part. The rest is living. Mornings without opening charts, days with no trades but a light, calm mind. Moments when the trading account stands still, yet assets keep growing quietly. The moment I realized the market no longer controlled me, and I was finally in control of my own life. If you're still chasing every trade, every number, every heartbeat of price, try stopping once, not to quit, but to begin a different journey, slower, deeper, and freer. You don't need to become the best trader. You only need to live most honestly with what you truly believe. Wealth is not in your account balance. It's in the sense of peace, even when the chart is deep red. If you're tired of needing to win every day, maybe it's time to learn how to let go in the right places and rebuild from the calmest place within yourself. Quiet trading is a place for traders who don't just want to make money, but want to find themselves again. If you found value in these words, consider subscribing, not to win faster, but to go further.